Welcome back to CFB Nation. I'm your host, Nino Brown, and we have a very special interview today with four-star recruit Nahsir Taylor. How we doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How you?
Good. I can't complain. Like I said earlier, we really appreciate you doing the interview with us. We know you got a busy schedule with everything you got going on, so once again, we do appreciate it.
Yes, I appreciate you too.
Thank you very much. You grew up in Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Can you tell us what football life is like in Upper Marlboro? And are you a Ravens fan? And if you are, who's your favorite player and why?
So in football, the DMV is pretty tough, and we are the best on the East Coast, and that's what I feel like. It's very competitive in the DMV, and you gotta play and come hard when you come down to the DMV and play ball. So but actually, I'm not a Ravens fan. I'm actually a fan of their rivals, the Pittsburgh Steelers. So
Ooh.
yeah, so people in my family, they're Ravens fans, so we go back and forth at every game that's on TV.
Are you the odd man out? Like everybody's got the purple and black on. You come in with the yellow and black. Like, yeah, sit over there. I love it. All right. Now let's talk about the Rock Creek Christian Academy Eagles. Ended this season 6-3. Right. You guys started out slow with 2 back-to-back shutout losses to Dillard and the Matha, but you ended this season on a 4-game win streak. Talk to us about this past season and what was a highlight moment for you.
Honestly, so going into the first 2 games, we had 37 10th graders and nine ninth graders. So we came in young. So we was actually going against Diller, and they had I believe 30 seniors, and the Matha had 25 seniors. So we came in young, and we definitely took our first lumps in our first 2 games, but we ended the season out strong.
Absolutely not.
And
No.
Honestly, a highlight moment for me this year was definitely the Steubenville game. That down in Ohio, it was a tough game. I definitely did a good job studying. I studied the whole week, like 5 hours on huddle. I studied the whole week, and I had to come in with a good game plan, and we ended up victorious.
Yeah. See, I just by listening to the way you speak and how you handle yourself, you can tell that you're a cerebral guy. I don't know. I've done many interviews with recruits coming up in the 2024 to 25. They're not telling me how many seniors was on a team, on the opposing team. They don't that stuff's not rattled. You'd rattle that off with the ease. So it's easy to tell that your IQ is high and you're a very cerebral player just by the few 2 minutes that we've been speaking. So I love it. I think you got a bright future just that alone.
Appreciate you, sir.
No problem. Now, what was something that you think that you improved on this season from last season?
So coming out of my freshman year, I was pretty raw, and I was just very aggressive. So my second year, I had got put on varsity and moved up to varsity. So my second year, I was definitely training in the lab, getting more my flexibility, and definitely my pass rush move. So I definitely tapped in with my position coach, and he definitely got me right for my sophomore year.
Okay, now what's something that you think from this year going into your junior season that you think you need to kind of tweak up a little bit and fine tune?
Honestly, I think is still my flexibility. I'm still coming along with that, and being a better leader to my brothers and on the field.
Okay. You seem, from when I'm scrolling down the page watching your huddle videos, you seem like you're already a leader on the field.
Yes,
so if you can hone that in and get in and develop that a little bit more, I mean, they're just gonna flock to you. You're just gonna have that aura where you're the guy, 6'3", 260 pounds. You're a 4-star defensive lineman. You got offers from Rutgers, Georgia, Oregon, Syracuse. As you can see behind me, I'm from up north, Massachusetts. So you got BC. My eyes perked up when I started seeing that. Maryland, Penn State, and there's a laundry list more of guys that schools that have given you offers. How's the recruitment process been so far? And are you enjoying it?
honestly, it's going very smooth, and definitely I am enjoying it. It's very exciting. So I've actually been playing football since I was 5, and I'm very eager, and this is definitely my passion. So honestly, the recruitment is going good. My coaches definitely put me out there this season more than my freshman season. So definitely.
Okay. Now you said you've been playing football since you were 5, right? So obviously through the Pee Wees and all the levels up.
Yes.
What was it like? I mean, I know 5 is a while ago. You know what I mean? It's a young age, but what was it at that young age where you actually like just fell in love with the game? Do you remember when you actually fell in love with the game?
It was actually, I was always into football. Like, I always used to watch the NFL, and I always told my mom that's gonna be me one day. And one day, so one day I just told my mom I was like, I want to play football. So she actually put me on a flag football team. So one practice we ended up doing a drill, and I ended up tackling the coach. So immediately they put me in pads, and ever since then I've been loving the game.
That is awesome. I love that. That's good stuff right there. Um, I know that you visited Maryland and Rutgers already. What other schools have you visited, and who do you got lined up outside of what you've already visited?
I haven't visited anybody else yet, but this summer I definitely would like to go up Penn State, Georgia, Oregon, and all the rest of my offers.
So I saw the photo shoot pictures. You know, I know these schools get wild for photo shoots and get everything, you know, a little hyphy. How was the photo shoot for Rutgers?
Definitely Rutgers, they definitely loved me and brought me in like I was family. So I came in, everybody greeted me, like the whole coaching staff greeted me, and the photo shoot was definitely a vibe. It was definitely good.
Now, does the head coach over there, Greg Schiano, he's been around. He's been coaching in college and NFL, and he's known for a defensive dude, and he's hard nosed. Does his presence in there perk your interest and the reason why that Rutgers might be a school for you?
Yeah, yes, Greg Schiano, he's very a straight up person, and he give it to you raw. So he'll definitely tell you what needs to be done at Rutgers, and his standard is definitely catching my attention. So definitely is Rutgers is definitely one of my options.
Yeah, he's definitely going to put his players in the best position to go to the next level for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So, we're talking about schools and stuff. I know you haven't visited any, but there's been some offers. Your position coach, Cornelius Campbell, was DN at Syracuse from '03 to '07. So, has he been talking to you about what the Q's tradition is and trying to get you in that orange and blue?
Honestly, he don't push me into any school. He just definitely support me behind anything I do. So it don't matter if I'm in orange or blue or red and yellow, or it don't matter with any color I'm in. He'll definitely support me 100%.
Well, I heard the red and yellow come out at the end. That's some Maryland colors, and I know that's where you grew up. What would it feel like to play your collegiate career at home?
Can you repeat that, please?
I
It
said,
kind of went out a little bit.
oh, I'm sorry. I said you mentioned the red and the yellow, right? And those are some Maryland colors.
Yeah.
So, what would it mean to you to play your collegiate career at home with your family close by?
Honestly, it'd definitely be amazing to play at home, but I would rather like get away from home and see and experience other things.
You're trying to go to them big. You could. I'll say it for you. Want to go to them big dog schools. I understand. You're getting them to SEC office, and that's the best set for you, right? SEC, Big Ten, Those are the ones that are going to get you out there and put you on NFL map, right? Because you're going to get all the exposure. I mean, you're going to get the exposure alone by your play, but you're going to be on TV more, so more people are going to see you. So I understand. I get it. Um, you're a big man, but you got some wheels. I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that you ran like a 4.940 earlier this season. What's your training regimen like to be as athletic and agile as you are?
Honestly, a 4.9, I feel as though I left myself down on that 40 times. So honestly, this off season, I definitely been working more my flexibility, as I would say, and definitely working my strengthening my lower body, and strengthening my lower body to get them fast and more explosive. So that's what I really been working on this off season.
So, if you had to guess, like right now, if you were running 40, what would you throw out? I'm assuming you don't like the 4.9, so you probably feel you gonna be sub 4.9, like low 4.8.
When it's all said and done, I will say this: I will come out at a 4.5, 4.6, 4.7.
Oh, my man, I love it. I love the confidence. That's what I'm talking about, and that is just to wreak havoc in the backfield for offensive line. They better be ready. Um, would you say that you are a 1, 2, or 3 technique defensive lineman, and why?
Honestly, I'm an all-around defensive lineman. I can play the 1, the 2, the 3-eye, the 4, the 5, wide 9. I can play anything. So,
Oh,
but in Rock Creek scheme, I usually play a 4-eye or a 5 or a 7 or
okay.
9 wide 9.
I love it. I love the versatility that's going to get the eyes on you as well. What's one thing that people don't know about Nahsir Taylor?
They don't know. Actually, a fun fact about me: I just started playing D line. My whole pee-wee, and I played quarterback, and I was always a bigger version of quarterback. I came out of youth ball at 300 pounds, slimmed down to 265, pure muscle.
Oh wow, from QB to D line, I love it. But you know what? You got that vision, right? You can you're already looking at how the QB was seeing the field. Now you're flipping the other side, so you kind of got an advantage in that aspect.
Definitely.
All right, I'm gonna go into a couple rapid fire questions right now, just to kind of ease out of the interview, and we're gonna go with what is your number one track in the earbuds right now?
It's definitely my favorite artist is Little Baby.
It seems like
And that,
I get a lot of little babies from a lot of these guys.
yeah,
You football players like a little bit. He gets you guys hypey, huh?
yeah, he definitely does.
All right, all right. What's the breakfast cereal 101? You can only have one last bowl of cereal. What are you rocking with?
Honestly, the best cereal out is Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's my go-to. It's
Yeah, because
definitely my go-to.
the milk at the end is an added bonus. You know what I mean? With the
Definitely.
cereal on top. I love it. All right, now favorite athlete, non-football.
Favorite athlete, non-football, I will go. Mm, Favorite athlete, non-football, I go Giannis.
Okay, all right. I like
Definitely,
that from the
I go
Bucks. All right,
Giannis.
all right. Now, if football wasn't the path for you, what would you be chasing right now? Like, what's something that interests you outside of football that would, if football wasn't an option for you, that you'd be going that route?
If football wasn't an option, I would definitely look into real estate. My family actually does real estate, so I definitely be paying attention and tuning in what they be doing. They definitely be giving me tips on if football doesn't work out, what my backup plan will be. So definitely real estate. I'll probably fall back on that.
Now, I don't think that football's not going to work out. So when football does work out, is that something that you're going to have as a side thing because
Yes,
the family
yes,
already into it?
yes,
All right, awesome. Listen, Nazir, I appreciate you doing this interview. It's been great. Um, I would love to circle back and say maybe like 5, 6 months, see how the process is going, and bring it back on. We can just catch up on everything.
for sure.
I appreciate you, my man. You have a good
Appreciate you.
night.
I appreciate you too.
Thank you.